Malcolm Butler fires back. We'll get to that in a bit. But first, check out Georgetown commit and viral sensation. That's Mac McClung.
All right.
That was quite a shot, Nick.
Listen, this is not politically correct, but let's be honest. One of the reasons he's viral sensation is because we are not used to seeing white boys do this on the basketball court, CC.
I don't need a blood test. I need to go to Ancestral.com. I need to go back and check the whole tree. I need the limbs, the branches. I need to see what kind of seeds was put into that. That right there, woo! Man, that's some explosion.
Ancestral.com or Ancestry.com, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, either one.
We
know
got you, see.
Hey, man, you know what I mean. You're here for that, man.
I'm here for that. Here's your guy, Coos, CC.
Oh, man, they might be cousins now. I mean, from the shade now. He on the right side of the tree. He can't be on the other side of the tree where there's a lot of sun. He on the shady side. Guaranteed. What is it called, Nick, again?
Well, Ancestry.com.
That, too. Y'all get a hold of me. I got some people I need y'all to do a check on. I mean, we got some people jumping. I mean, some people I ain't used to see jump like that.
Speaking of jumping, watch this. This is Giannis. There are no words except a few more words.
Oh, no!
Last night was not the night.
No. Oh, my. This is one of the best in-game dunks I've ever seen.
Yes, correct.
You think of Starks over the whole Bulls team, Scottie Pippen over
Johnny Mack, my
Ewing.
boy. One of my favorite athletes.
Man, John Mack, you might be a little too old to be rocking backwards cat, my man.
No shot.
But Giannis out here doing things. His Ancestry.com says Greece.
Tough night for the Knicks, guys. They lost the game and they lost.
Y'all holler at your boy. I can drum up some business. I mean, for real. I guarantee you're going to be shocked with the result. It's not going to be Swedish Scandinavia. It's going to be some stuff up in there.
New topic, the mysterious case of Malcolm Butler, coming soon to a theater near you. Butler, the Super Bowl 49 hero who was basically benched by Bill Belichick, took to social media to defend himself yesterday, refuting rumors of potential causes for his benching. He said, quote, during my 4-year career with the Patriots, I have always given everything I have to play it at a high level. I'd never do anything to hurt my team's chances of winning a game, including this year's Super Bowl, where I visited with my family every night during Super Bowl week, never attended any concert, missed curfew, or participated in any of the ridiculous activities being reported. They are not only false, but they are hurtful to me and my family. Tom Brady, not one to always chime in like this, not only liked Butler's post, but he commented, love you, Malcolm. You are an incredible player and teammate and friend always, with a bunch of exclamation points. Nick, what was your reaction to all of this?
My reaction to this is I'm glad Malcolm defended himself.
Yes.
And I am glad that Tom Brady co-signed it. Because if Malcolm Butler had missed curfew, if Malcolm Butler, as had been reported by some, got caught with some weed, if Malcolm Butler had done something way out of bounds, Tom Brady would have known about it, certainly by yesterday.
Yes.
And if Malcolm Butler then goes to Instagram to lie about what happened, Tom Brady is not co-signing it. I'm not saying Tom Brady's going to out there snitch on him, but he's not going to co-sign it. So to me, Malcolm Butler was, via his post and then Brady's comment, somewhat vindicated on the argument of, oh, he violated some major team rule. So now it goes back to, what the hell was Bill Belichick doing? A guy who I know he had played poorly in the 2 playoff games, but he hadn't played so poorly because you left him on the field for 100% of the defensive snaps in those 2 playoff games. He had led your team in defensive snaps all season long. And to not insert him in the game ever, when, keep in mind, the Super Bowl, we learned who Malcolm Butler was. He came into that game as the 5th corner and was put into the game mid-3rd quarter because I think it was Kyle Arrington was struggling. So you can start on the bench and still get some snaps, especially in nickel or dime coverage. So I have some theories, but I can't figure out why he played 0 defensive snaps when they needed some defensive help.
Well, Tom Brady, it's huge with Tom Brady coming to giving. Tom Brady responding gives his post more credibility. It makes his story more believable because I've been on teams, and there have been stories that people didn't hear about or know about, or the ones that people did find out, I knew 100% what the truth was. Tom Brady did come to his defense, but the irony to watching him at National Anthem, there's 2 guys, both of those guys kind of consoling him. They're backup players. During the course of the game, you saw none of New England's coaches, or frontline players come to Malcolm Butler's defense. You didn't see someone come over and talk to him, that maybe to get himself together, or potentially, hey, man, we might need you later on. These are all things that would normally happen in the course of a game. But New England, people talk about New England. They got a certain amount of dysfunction to them, too, because you don't have a guy play that many snaps, and then after the Super Bowl, no one commented about it. Now, after the Super Bowl, it's come to find out this is the biggest story coming out of the Super Bowl, and to not have anyone on the team to comment on it, it lets you know of the control and some of the dysfunction or the lack of job security that the players know that they have in New England, and them being afraid to speak out and say something. Tom Brady validated what he was saying, Malcolm Butler, with his post by saying, yes, he has been a great teammate. I'm going to miss you. So those type of things, it's interesting to see afterwards Tom Brady coming to it. But in real time, no one came to Malcolm's defense. No one talked to him. No one consoled him. And the backup didn't even know. So there's so many things that were done the wrong way. If New England was trying their absolute best to win this game, I believe this was the #1 thing that led to them losing the game. Now, Philadelphia played well. They made a lot of plays.
They needed one third down stop, and the game could have been different.
Pass.
If it wasn't disciplinarian, if it wasn't a disciplinary.
So I have a theory.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I have a theory. Now, listen, my partner, Chris Carter, one of his favorite things to say is, I don't want to say that because I can't prove that. Chris has a different standard of things that he needs to be able to prove some things to feel comfortable saying some of these things. I have a slightly lower standard. I have a hunch. So I'm not reporting this. I try to follow the logic tree. And the only way logically this follows is if Bill Belichick was trying to thread the needle on this. He was trying to get a Super Bowl championship, but that wasn't all he was trying to get. He was also trying to send a message to maybe other future pending free agents, other guys who have gotten some notoriety or celebrity on the team like Malcolm Butler did. He won them a Super Bowl, he had been told. He was trying to send a message to anyone and everyone, not only am I a genius, but there are no sacred cows. So when you come ask for a contract, remember what we did to Malcolm? He asked for a contract. We gave his money to Stephon Gilmore, and then we benched him in the Super Bowl. So I think Belichick was trying to win this Super Bowl while also trying to do some other things, juggle some plates, and they ended up all come crashing down. That's what I think happened. It's the only thing that I can figure out.
But just go back a second. Malcolm Butler asked for a contract.
This past offseason.
Correct.
They didn't give it to him. Instead, they gave that money to a player in his position. So why are they
mad at Malcolm Butler then?
Not mad at...
Go ahead.
They don't have to be mad at him. What they've decided to do is they're not going to extend him. And you can only appropriate so much money per position. And with them signing Stephon Gilmore from a division rival in Buffalo, it lets you know that they're not going to give him. They offered him a smaller contract. He wasn't satisfied with it.
Gotcha. So that's the part that I didn't understand. So they did offer him something. So it could be that they're upset that he didn't like the contract.
He didn't take the contract offer a year ago. It's a hell of a time to make that statement when he's played more snaps than anyone on your team, and you're getting lit up.
Snaps in the playoffs.
And you're getting lit up 10 of 16 on third downs.
All right, coming up.
Not good.
Sticking with the Patriots, Josh McDaniels is doing just that. Next on First Things First. See what I did there?
Sticking with